Mic check. Mic.
Mic 1.
Mic
2.
Which mic is this? Is this
Do you remember that episode of Simpsons where Homer goes on stage to do a mic check and his family thinks he's performing like at a concert, so he changes like a mic check into like a song?
No.
No?
I haven't seen that one.
I just remember the one where he gets hit by the bowling ball. You remember that one? Oh, like they have a cannon and they have a bowling ball and they hit him in the stomach.
Yeah,
and everyone finds it funny.
why is that one coming up in your memory? Is there
Because of
some
the
deep set?
stage. Because it happens. Both events happening on a stage.
A lot of things happen on a stage camera. Doesn't mean you need to bring them up.
Yeah, but it's funny how his health conditions.
Anyway,
disabled.
welcome to Radio Monash. We're listening to the WAM show, live from East Sale.
From where?
East Sale, where
Where's that?
East Sale.
East South.
East Sale.
Yeah. Sounds
We're
like
in the
shit.
field office. That's why Cameron was late, because it took him 3 hours to drive.
Hey, I got a 6 out of 7 today in my circuit unit, so
You got a.
big money.
Speaking of 6 or 7, that's how late you were, mate.
Nah,
6 or 7 minutes.
I'm on time. I'm fashionably late. No one actually turns up at 2 o'clock to listen to this.
You're literally wearing
No,
tracksuit.
Tim.
Nothing about you's fashionable.
That's not what my mum said. Okay, so what do we want to do? What's first, huh?
I had a bit of a funny moment in class today. We can start with that.
Okay.
Lubricate the show. So basically, in case you weren't caught up, a lot of units are half online and half in person. So if you're stuck overseas, you can still do the Zoom lessons version of the class.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's the same, but this particular class, I just get to Zoom on the big screen in the physical class.
Yeah.
So it's all done at once. I'm not sure. Is that how it works for your units?
A couple.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, we're all we're doing the presentation, we're getting ready to do some group work, and everyone starts giggling, and the lecturer goes, "What the fuck's going on?" And you see in the little square in the bottom right corner of the screen, some guy's driving.
He's driving.
You can see the trees flying by, and it's like, oh, it's funny because we're learning about car cells, so it's kind of ironic.
I've noticed in my unit, it's Mech 2402. Right, I have other people have hybrid teams. Personally don't. Somehow we managed to get 6 people.
Define a
on
hybrid team.
campus. Huh? Yeah, like half online, half here.
How does that work?
Well, you'll
Is
have
this like a group presentation, or is
Each
it just like a...
each table will have like a TV on it.
So it's kind of like that episode of The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon goes around as a computer.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Do you get
They
little
don't-
iPads and then on a little... You're
I
a mechatronics student. You can probably make that. Why don't you do that as an assignment? Give your digital members a life.
I can't make a sandwich.
Can't make a lamp.
But yeah, we
Can't
have
even make it on
TVs.
time.
The TVs don't move around; they're planted into the ground. But there'll be a Zoom call, and the online members will be on the TV, like yours, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
So that's what... Because what we did is they just do online groups and in physical groups.
We have hybrids, so mixed groups. But warning, an exception occurred. Please see the logs.
Ignore it.
So what's funny is that some of these people are literally like lizards, like they don't move, and you're not sure if they just froze their camera to trick the on-campus people that they're still there listening, or are they really there?
That reminds me of a guy who, rather than actually show up to his classes, which was like attendance based, like if you didn't show up, you failed a unit. He just, they had like an app or a website where you had to log in and it'll check your location on your phone and make sure you're there. This guy used some kind of VPN to pretend he was in the class. And it's worked really well until one class. He was kind of, he's just about to reach the threshold, but he thought the class wasn't, didn't count for some reason, so he didn't do it. And he failed the entire unit, despite having spent the entire semester faking attending this class.
What?
For not showing up to one toot.
Well, I think what he did was he's only going to pretend to show up to just enough to pass rather than bothering every time.
Yeah.
If you can bother a couple of times, why not bother?
I don't know
time?
what was happening. Anyway, does anyone have any fun Zoom videos? Like anyone doing something stupid and something a little bit silly? I don't know.
No, I've seen people driving and joining the call. I've heard of people doing that. You know, they've got back from work, they just join the call and then drive. Why not, huh?
Honestly, yeah, that's a way to do it.
I don't know. We've had a friend sing. I don't know if you were there.
I think I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, someone was singing. A friend of ours was singing, and they didn't realize that they were singing. They were full on going at
They thought they were on mute.
Yeah, they were singing Down Under, like full on singing it, and they didn't realize they were unmuted, and they weren't looking at the laptop either. So they were being spammed from like everyone in the call to like, please
stop.
Please stop. And then, but they didn't. And then they've sung a fair bit of the song, and then they're like, oh, they're like, fuck, and then they just muted herself.
Mute camera off for the rest of the week.
Leave the call. But it was towards like the end of the class, so there was not the whole class wasn't there, so the shame wasn't that bad. It was just the lingering people around that were left over from like the after party. It's like the last 15 minutes, you know what I mean?
They're like, oh, I didn't understand a single thing that's happened, so I want to pass it to TA rather than actually do the pre-reading.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Got it. I understand why you're there now.
Hey, I have to make the most of my time, especially when it's mechanics related. Yeah.
Are you doing mechanics or mechatronics?
Yeah, but you do mechanics in mechatronics.
Like vroom vroom.
Yeah.
Mechanics are like.
No, it's like moving arm mechanic, angular velocity or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, moving on. We'll chuck on a song.
He was what he was, a brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog created the ultimate life form. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hello? Yeah, I like that song.
I wasn't listening to it at all, so
Welcome back, listeners, if there are any.
That's a bit pessimistic, mate.
There's
yeah,
one.
well, I always forget to post on Facebook, so no one knows we're on or not.
No one's on our Facebook anyway, let's be real.
Yeah, Facebook is a terrible place to get reach. You have to do like daily uploads, and then the algorithm's like, yeah, you exist. But if you post once a week, it's like, yeah, you don't really exist. You might think you exist, but no. That's how Facebook works.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that rundown.
Anyway, like things existing and not existing, the Evergreen ship, how's it doing?
Okay, so have you ever seen the movie Taken?
Yes.
Imagine that, but with a ship.
Right.
minus the guy saving the ship. The ship's been kidnapped. That's what I'm getting at.
There's no iceberg.
No, that's the Titanic. Have you ever seen the movie Captain Phillip?
Is that the guy that died recently?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, this has become really awkward.
I'm joking.
So fundamentally, what happened?
I know.
Evergreen got released. Everyone's like, "Yo, let's go," but the Egyptian Port Authority, or whoever runs the Suez Canal, has basically held the ship as ransom for $1 billion from the company who owns it.
Nice.
Oh.
So, thoughts?
I mean, is $1 billion that much money compared to the damage it has caused?
Yeah, but that being said,
But the money would only get paid to the Egyptians, right? It's not like refunding all the other companies that got held up.
the thing is about that, I don't think Egypt didn't lose the billions of dollars everyone said was like wasted. It's just like that's the amount of goods that were delayed, not the amount that was actually lost.
The damage to the Egyptian economy.
I don't think they lost $1 billion. Or maybe they did, but
They could have.
I don't think it's necessarily up to one ship. You know, like
Yeah. What do you think was going through the minds of the bloody Egyptian council when they're like, all right, we've lodged the ship out. It cost us. Do you think it cost them $1 billion to get it unwedged?
nah. They got like little diggy things and just waited for high tide. That's basically what happened. They got tugs on either side. They dug it a little bit, waited for high tide, and just pushed it.
So they contacted their local Bob the Builders with little cranes to try and push it out.
Pretty much. Have you ever seen like Bob the Builder? Like, can we do it? Can we get the Evergreen out of the Suez Canal? Yes, we can.
Oh, poor Bob. Whenever I think of him, I think of how he's become CGI. It hurts.
You know, actually, there was you know how like fake news is a big thing. I'm not sure why, but apparently there was fake news going around that the what are they called? Drivers or pilots? Like, do you drive a ship?
Captain?
Not the captain, because they weren't the captain. It's just the person driving. The person piloting the ship, apparently, for some reason, they there was a rumor spread about the first Egyptian captain being who was female. Did it?
Oh, right.
So I'm not sure why that took off, but fucking hell.
Yeah, they blamed her even though she wasn't even on the ship. She was on a
wasn't.
different ship.
I don't know. That's pretty.
Yeah. They blamed her, but she wasn't on the ship. She was on the ship like a mile away.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's that. But, interesting. Would you have asked her for $1 billion? Would you have asked for a bit more? Like Austin Powers, you know?
Like,
100
you can
billion.
ask for it, but at the end of the day, how much is a ship worth? Like, less than $1 billion. They're just gonna sail it back into the Suez Canal side, block the channel again, and then file for bankruptcy.
How much is the Evergreen ship worth? It's about 130 million per ship. But the contract value is between 2.3 and 2.6 billion. So, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
they're
but
not
if they
really-
call for bankruptcy, it's not their goods being lost, it's other people's.
Well, sucks to suck.
Anyway, I feel like that wasn't the best topic considering how little we know about ships.
Yeah,
Do you pilot or drive a ship? Or is like, do you boat a ship?
I think you like buccaneer a ship. you know?
Buccaneer.
Yeah. I feel like
Sail a ship, surely.
Sail a ship, maybe.
sailors.
But isn't that like just sailing boats? Like,
Yeah.
is it different when it has an engine?
Do you think that if you were captain of a ship and you instead of people giving them normal position names, you use like pirate position names, do you think you would build up like a pirate culture
Well,
with your work crew, and then they might start actually like pillaging people or something?
wouldn't it just be like just mispronouncing the titles they already have, like captain? Or like
Yeah, captain.
first mate instead of like I don't understand, like there's not really much difference between the names of positions, is there? Cannon boy or something.
What if you just gave everyone names from the Pirates in the Caribbean movie? Like,
Jack Sparrows.
here you are on your internship, you're Jack Sparrow now.
That'd be pretty cool.
I expect you to play the character Jack Sparrow as much as you can while you're on this ship.
It's just a big method acting situation.
Or we got a plank on the side and you're going to be swimming with the fishes.
Imagine like a cruise ship, right? But rather than a cruise ship, you just go onto like a fake pirate ship and everyone pretends to be pirates.
I would pay so much money to do that.
But like, what if it was like really realistic? Like, you'd get into like bar fights and stuff, and you know, throw beers at each other or something. Just like complete chaos every night. There'll be
happens-
monkeys running around
You get
trying to steal your
scurvy after
jewelry.
the first week.
Yeah, you get used to it. You reckon? You just get
Oh,
indoctrinated to the
I'm
pirate.
pretty sure a pirate life is actually really boring when you compare. Like if you actually look at the life of a pirate,
You
pretty
just
much
get,
all they did was like swap the poop deck and then
get scurvy.
like just play cards and then eat like bread which had like maggots in it, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then like every like couple months they might basically nearly die because they board another ship, you know.
Yeah, but like once you board land, you can just desert the ship, right? Become a deserter.
Well, it's not deserting because unlike the Royal Navies of the time, is you didn't actually like have a contract where you had to stay.
Yeah, you didn't.
You just joined a
You just jumped to
company
another ship.
and you got divided You basically just got a division of the money.
Division of the money. Oh yeah, you'd have division of the money. If someone deserted, then the money would get.
Yeah, it'd just be less people to share the money between, you know?
Yeah.
The booty.
But they wouldn't get more
Who
money.
came up with the word booty? Like, where is that coming from? Is that like a shortening of like another word? Like,
Is that a pirate term, booty?
yeah.
Yeah.
Booty. Yeah.
You have to say
Dirty
it in a
booty.
voice check.
Booty check.
Thick booty. I don't know.
That's the money. But yeah.
Maybe like pirates were like the first like.
I feel like maybe Disneyland would pull it off, you know? Have a part of Disneyland. If they put Disneyland close enough to the beach, the water, just have a bloody massive ship.
Imagine
Perhaps
like you book on.
they
like,
might be in the
imagine
business.
you like book on Trivago and you like click the wrong link, and suddenly you're in a dinghy like with, and you're like coming across like this big cargo container with an AK-47,
Ooh.
and you end up in a Captain Phillips situation.
So
You accidentally answer the wrong job ad, and you're in the Horn of Africa.
I still haven't seen the movie. I plan to, because of the meme, right? But no other reason. But
Honestly, it's not the best movie. It's pretty, like, the plot's pretty simple. We're like,
look, who has time? Who has time? I've got so much other stuff to watch, but I will eventually.
rather than saying I have so much studying to do, I have so much work to do, I have so much other shit to watch.
Yeah, there's so much competition for that
That
watch time.
Not much time to watch hours.
But Disneyland in the business to buy the Evergreen ship to set up a pirate themed ship. I don't know how much kids would like it. They might find that a monkey stealing their Nintendo Switch and their iPad might be a bit too far. But I think it should be worth considering amongst the Disney CEOs.
Well,
What do you
think about it, Cameron. Currently, there's a lot of cruise ships being sold.
Mm.
So, of all the times to start a company where you turn a cruise ship into a pirate ship,
Now
now
the
is the time.
Well, Disney they're a big fan of starting monopolies, aren't they? So they should. Why not jump on that ship, huh?
Before the ship sails or something. I don't know.
Okay, we're chucking a song on, hey.
Do we have any pirate songs? Do they have like some sea shanties on here?
Oh, check.
Give it a.
Well, what's a sea shanty?
Oh, shit.
Feel the time while I work this out. There we
Search.
go. Is that? No, there it is.
Do you think that a pancake is more aerodynamic than a pizza?
No. That's just.
But do you think if we burnt a pancake,
so it
real
was like
like
crispy.
real solid, like
Yeah.
real crispy, do you think it would be better to fly than a pizza?
Are we talking like the fat pancakes or like the thin, really thin ones?
I think like a fat one. Or you might be able to stack a few pancakes together to make a super pancake.
No, I'm still going with pizza as my weapon of choice.
What if we mix something into the pancake mixture to make it more...
Like concrete or something.
yeah, like we put like concrete mixture in. Do you think it would fly further than the pizza?
I mean, depends on the mixture, I reckon. I
On the
need to
mixture?
recruit a materials person.
Materials engineer.
I give up, but
Hey yo, that shit looked like the battle pass.
Okay, guys, I finally made the world's first exploding mac and cheese.
What?
hello, welcome back to the Radio Monash, live from the field office in Eastsale. We're gonna be doing a new segment called Breeze.
Oh my god.
Breeze weekly rap. I don't know.
Remember when we did Steven's Corner?
Steven's corner.
And now you have to share your corner with Bree, you know. It's
Nah,
like-
there's 4 corners, mate. Don't worry about it. We're gonna do 4 corners as well.
You can take all 4 corners, I don't mind. It's alright.
You remember that joke Amrit used to make?
About what?
Corners. No one there? Okay, so basically,
Okay.
you feeling a bit cold? By any chance?
What, sit in the corner, hope it's warmer.
No, because if you sit in the corner, it's 90 degrees.
Oh.
Oh.
Fahrenheit.
Anyway, basically, we couldn't, rather than actually working out a segment over the break, we decided to palm it off to Brie, our newest member. She was being a bit quiet.
What if
So we're
we
going to see
just-
how this goes. If there's awkward silences, you know who to ring.
What if we all
Yeah.
just had different conversations?
We already do that anyway, Cameron.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
it's a soccer game. I pass the ball to you.
Thanks.
A cross, I believe it's called.
Across.
Across.
Cross. When you cross the ball over,
What are you talking about, you Walsh?
you got
Oh,
none of you
soccer.
follow.
Isn't it just like passing a ball over?
No, but then you cross the ball over when
Like-
you're on the outside and you cross it in.
You just pass it in.
Nah, you cross it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway,
Right. Well, I could take inspiration from my week, but I've googled some stuff beforehand.
Nah, that's a cop out. Let's go with the week. It's more interesting, more spice
What
of life.
happened? Well, my brother hit the same pole I did, so I feel less incompetent at driving.
is it on your street, this pole?
It's like, yeah, in the driveway.
Was he apologetic?
Yeah, he was apologetic, but
No, got it? Okay.
no. But
Never mind.
okay. But yeah.
So, bad driving is genetic.
Well, evidently.
Runs in the family.
But
Does he have a rear view camera as well?
He does, but he hit the side of the car rather than the back of the car.
Isn't that what you hit?
No, I hit the back, and I've got a review camera, so that was not great. And to be fair to him, I'll give him some credit. He hit it at like 5 in the morning, so it was dark, whereas I reversed into a pole.
So the pole was basically wearing high vis, you had a camera on it, you had beeping lights.
Yeah.
There was a big red bloody light on your thing like it was Star Trek going like you're about to hit something and you're like, yeah.
Your dad was at the back saying, stop, 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 and he just kept going.
He had his radio with this sign with the flip to stop. He was just going. There's no stopping him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's what happened.
You know who else ran over a bunch of poles?
I know you ran over some living things.
I don't
Maybe
like
K9.
That's not good.
Theoretically, in a
Theoretically.
theoretical world, he has.
Okay.
And just like Cadbury. Is that all you got? Like,
That's my week. This week hasn't been interesting.
You got to segue to Cadbury.
I'm staying away from Cadbury. Basically, during the break, Cameron suggested we talk about what if the world is actually Cadbury.
Yeah. What if it was really Cadbury? Like, we see the ad, think of the song, but we never really deep dive into what a Cadbury world would be like.
But the question is, do you want to deep dive into a Cadbury world?
Yeah, think about it. You're made of chocolate. Everyone's made of chocolate.
But
And you could eat each other.
You can eat each other.
Yeah.
You can eat each other already, Cameron. Nothing's changed.
Yes, you could. But it would taste good.
You don't know that
Have you-
eating
yeah, have you
people
tried?
taste
So,
good.
like, if you hate your TA, you can just be like, that's it. Bon appetit. The world's Cadbury. And it's... wouldn't it be nice? But that sounds a bit psychotic. So you wouldn't do it. There's probably be some laws, some Cadbury laws in place to prevent you from eating each other.
Cadbury.
Maybe when you...
combine the word Cadbury and cannibalism. Cadburyism.
Cadburyism. So maybe in the morning you would like put on some deodorant or something that makes you taste bad, so that if someone tried to eat you,
Or you just turn the heating up.
the heating up.
Then you'd melt.
Yeah, but you can leave the room.
Yeah, but then you just become like Nutella. So then, what if the world was Nutella? No, thank
This is
you.
why I don't want to have this conversation.
But no,
This is
we're not turning the heat up. The world is in an ice age kind of.
weak
place.
even for
It's-
us.
We're in the ice
Okay,
age.
we're in the
alright?
ice age.
It's nice and cold.
There's no temperature.
Chocolate's not melting anytime
There's no
soon.
atmosphere because the atmosphere can't be Cadbury. So there's
Yeah.
no heat.
Yeah, it's just Cadbury.
But would you? Yeah, you get brittle.
Your car is Cadbury. Yeah, but
Do you reckon like after a while everyone starts like turning white? Like you know how chocolate turns white after a while.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like old people just become that like white brittle chocolate.
I think it might be like you might be like a phoenix sort of. We might invent ovens where we can put you in the oven and
You
then
can turn yourself into like a limp bunny like just for a week, you know.
yeah, we'll put you in like a oven, melt you down to your core components.
Oh, we're
Cadbury.
still going on the conversation. While we follow
And
that.
then we'll get a like a tray with the shape of you in it. Put you back in.
So do you
put you
reckon instead
outside,
of eating
you're
like
back.
Easter bunnies, you know how like the chocolate in this world, do you reckon it'll just be real rabbits?
Yes, real rabbits delivering jelly snakes.
No, just like
Then the world's not
just
Cadbury,
Just
is
like
it?
you're just eating like a
Right.
rabbit.
Everything, literally everything has to be Cadbury. Even the Easter bunnies. So the Easter bunnies will also be Cadbury.
So the Easter Bunny's a cannibal. Okay.
Yes. And then we have to eat Cadbury to survive. So, I don't
But
know.
wouldn't you start like self-digesting?
Do you reckon diabetes will be a problem? You know what? Moving on, please.
No, I don't think it will be a problem. I think
You
The
can't
way
have
our
high
bodies
blood
are
sugar
built.
if your entire blood is sugar, I guess.
yeah, we don't have blood, so we don't have to worry about that. But the fact is that Cadbury's good for us.
Do you remember like the Willy Wonka movie where they have like that chocolate palace in the desert?
The old one or the new one?
The new one.
I think so. With Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he makes some like oil chic chocolate palace for his wife,
Okay.
and it's like, yo, you better start eating because it's not gonna last long. And the guy's like, why would I do that? I spent like $1 billion on this palace.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then like it just melted and he like died in like a flood and then he closed the factory or some shit.
Yeah, that was funny. See, that guy really wanted to see what if the world was
Okay,
going.
here's a follow up. If you had a Willy Wonka like any like item, what would you do? Like make a Willy Wonka factory, which isn't chocolate.
If I had a Willy Wonka factory,
Yeah,
but
but
I didn't
like-
want to make chocolate.
Yeah, like let's just say it was like a Lego factory where like everything's made out of Lego.
Mm.
You go in there, you're running around like a Lego factory made out of Lego. That's probably the only good one. So have fun thinking of something. Because you can't like have a factory made out of bikes, you know?
What about...
What's wrong with bikes?
Like, can you make like an ocean of bikes? Like, actually no, that's just like O-bikes in the Yarra. Never mind.
What about a factory made of Cadbury? In the Cadbury world?
You mean like a Cadbury factory?
Yeah, but think about it. In the Cadbury world, Willy Wonka would probably be like the president of the world or something.
They reckon like Cadbury would like take a hit out for Willy Wonka, like
Cadbury take a hit out. What?
like to murder him, you know? Because like he's definitely not good for business.
I think they would. I think,
Like he's the sole owner of the company, which is like trashing them for like business wise.
I think multiple governments would work together to take out Willy Wonka as he...
But Willy Wonka chocolate isn't even that good.
That's them.
Well-
I think it's like a Cadbury offshoot or something. It's not a real chocolate, you know.
Mm.
Like I'm sure in a movie it's better.
With movie magic.
Okay, imagine that a Willy Wonka is
Okay.
like lint, and it's just like rather than that, it's just a person with an accent. just Willy Wonka with a German accent. How magical would that show be? That reboot.
We should make it.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be? Yeah, let's think more about this Cadbury world theory.
No, we're not. Stop.
Moving on.
Stop.
I mean, would the ocean be solid Cadbury? Would it be like liquid Cadbury?
Would you reckon there'll still be like race problems with like between white and like dark chocolate?
Yeah, I reckon.
The taste would be different.
Does that mean like Asian people with caramel milk?
Do you think people would argue that they can be racist because
What do
the
you
other
mean?
person tastes different? And they'll be like, no, we're like the same. We're both chocolate. And I'm like, no, but you
You taste different.
Can we go into the socioeconomics of Cadbury world? Socioeconomic
Do you
issues.
think that there'll be apartheid in the Cadbury world? Like segregation to white chocolate?
This has gotten tough. It's gotten a lot worse. The worst elements of humanity will follow us into the Cadbury world. It might seem sweet, but under the surface.
It's not really that nice, but that's the slogan that the governments will put upon the people. Wouldn't it be nice? But in reality,
In reality, the socioeconomic problems will follow you.
the slums of the Cadbury world and the capitalism issues is all there.
You reckon, like, you know how like they have those you know what? Never mind. let's not continue with that line.
Do you think like all the movies and TV shows would be all like Cadbury, like related? Do you think like Mission Impossible 5 would be like?
Do you reckon it'll be like instead of like an ice like epidemic, there'll be like a popping rock epidemic or something? Like, do you reckon there'll be?
Oh, like you think people
Pop
like
rocks.
their version of coronavirus would be like popping rocks in them?
Nah, 'cause that'd be a drug, definitely. Like, what would be? I don't know.
Well, when we say the word is Cadbury, we mean any Cadbury product. So like does Cadbury make other things other than just Cadbury milk chocolate?
Do you reckon it's deforestation? Like,
I think at a massive rate, I think that the Cadbury orangutans will really struggle.
But you could just make more.
Yeah, you could.
but at the same time,
The Cadbury orangutans living in their rainforests in the Amazons, and then
do you reckon to be poaching in this Cadbury world?
definitely, most definitely.
Like, imagine like the like white chocolate ivory on the Melton.
Oh, the rare
the
chocolates.
purest Toblerone.
I think there will also be like a mining sort of issue where companies
for,
control
like,
the country.
Nougat or something at the
Because
bottom.
yeah, they'll go down mining for like those
Mhm.
Cadbury chocolates where they have like jelly
Yeah.
rocks in them.
Do you reckon like rather than Mount Everest, like the Alps, it would just be like a long Toblerone?
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we could have like trains made of Toblerone.
And you just have bus replacements also made of Toblerone.
Toblerone mini. That's what
There'd
the bus
definitely be bus
replacements.
replacements in the Cadbury world.
It transcends. I think if there's life out there in the universe, even if it's not a Cadbury world, I'm sure they also have bus replacements.
Remember when I said let's not talk about Cadbury and we spent 20 minutes talking about Cadbury?
Hey. Wouldn't it be nice? Let's put a song on. I think we've exhausted Cadbury.
Do you reckon wouldn't it be nice? It's the original songs on here.
Do you think there's terrorists in the Cadbury world that are trying to revolutionize? They want the world to be like, Allen's or something. Allen's
Radical
snakes
Mars
rise up.
chocolate. Radicalized Mars chocolate.
Do you think, like, what sort of religions do you think? They'd worship, like, the cocoa bean, just like in the Willy Wonka factory? You know how they worship the cocoa bean, and then Willy Wonka stole all those tribe people, made them work at his factory?
You're gonna be like Oompa Loompa. You know what? Let's put a song on. The next song on is Love Cry, which is crying is what I feel like doing after that.
You want to know why we're called Gen Z? Because Z is the last letter of the alphabet, and we're the last generation to put up with all the...
I'm AI with the braids. I'm AI with the braids. I'm AI with the braids. Dribble rock, crossover, young.
Welcome back, listeners. WAM show with Stephen, Cam and Bree coming to a close here. Any final remarks, fellas?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, I'm not gonna switch to Cadbury anytime soon.
Switch to? What do you mean switch to?
I don't know.
It's a lifestyle, not a choice. You're born that way.
I'll be honest, I don't even like Cadbury. It sucks. The worst chocolate you could ever eat.
Just as an update, that entire song we've continued the conversation about Cadbury. So you're welcome, we cut it short. And
I mean, wouldn't it be nice if Cadbury was
I hope we
nice?
all can move on from this next week and we can grow as individuals and no, not to bring up Cadbury on next week's show.
I'm going to write an essay about this. The full world of Cadbury. Oh shit, could make a book. Nah, they'll sue me. But wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice? Alright, bye everyone.
See you next.